Hey, everybody, this is Josh Peak. I'm the membership director at OKUSA, and we're going to be doing a Facebook Live. We haven't done one of these in a while, but we have the state chairman, Zach Randall, and the executive director of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, Leroy Smith. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Good to be here. Good to be with you guys. Thank you.
Well, let's talk. Coach Smith. So, just a little bit of background on him. You guys can go to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame's website and get more details. But he's from Del City, Oklahoma. Is one of 10 children. The Smith family. Who, if you're at USA, you know who the Smith family is. And then national champion at Oklahoma State University, and then coached at Oklahoma State and Arizona State, as well as some age group levels as well, from kids all the way up to senior level. And we really appreciate you coming on. We got some events coming up that, are pretty big events here in Oklahoma with the duels, the National Hall of Fame duels, and as well as Kevin Jackson's clinic. So, Coach Randall, you want to start with the first question?
Well, yeah, I'm just excited to get Coach Smith on. I think, we're so lucky in the state of Oklahoma to have so many incredible wrestlers and coaches and people in our environment that we get to see Coach Smith regularly, and just an incredible guy from an incredible family, incredible wrestling family. So my question is, and it's kind of more of a question for like folks that are kind of new to this stuff, because a lot of the people that are starting wrestling and going to these things, they're new. And Coach, for me, it is, for a new wrestling family and athlete, tell us about the role and the importance of the National Hall of Fame, the Wrestling National Hall of Fame, which you're in charge of.
Well, good to be with you guys. And Zach, here in Oklahoma, nobody has the legacy of the magnitude of success in the sport than Oklahoma. I was pretty close, but we still hold the records for the championships and individual champions and team championships and gold medals and you name it. We've got such a great heritage, and your family is certainly one of the great families, the Randall family in wrestling in Oklahoma as well. So I appreciate what you've done, and your father, and I appreciate what Josh is doing as well in helping get the word out and use the media as much as possible to spread the benefits of this great sport. And the Wrestling Hall of Fame is it represents the pinnacle of the sport, in that we have our mission is to preserve heritage in the sport, is to recognize excellence and inspire future generations. We like to use the acronym PRI: preserve, recognize, and inspire. And that's our mission. It has been since the founding in 1976, when the building was opened and the Hall of Fame and Museum came about. And there's a great in-depth story behind that I'll get into a little bit later, I'm sure, and would like to share with you a little bit of that history. But that's our role, and so we do much of our mission. Our programs and services are about recognizing people. So we have induction ceremonies annually. We have them at the state level with our state chapter programs. We have them at the national level. We also have the Dan Gable Museum in Waterloo, Iowa, that has some awards that are specific to that museum that they present annually. And then we're also the United World Wrestling, the international governing body for the sport of wrestling. at the Olympic level, we have its Hall of Famers recognized here as well. So recognition is a huge part of our work. And then the museum, bringing visitors in to tell the story to the public, not only to the wrestling community, but to the general public. What is wrestling? So we try to lay that story out and help people understand what the sport of wrestling is all about, its benefits, its values to society, and and then we do all of this to inspire future generations. We try to do some things with the youth. We have some recognition programs such as our Dave Schultz and Tricia Saunders High School Excellence Awards. We also, in addition to our High School Excellence Awards, we've now taken on this dual classic here, a 16-team tournament, dual meet tournament. We think dual meets are very integral to helping build the sport from a fan standpoint and a community standpoint. One team against another in a dual meet competition is one of the great ways to build up a following in the sport. And we've decided to last year bring on a 16 team, invite 16 teams to and host a dual meet championship. And now in our second year, we almost feel like we've got a national championship because our teams are from coast to coast. They're from Florida, down south, and up to New Jersey and Ohio, and on the north side of the country, and so they're from all over, and we're excited about it and looking forward to a 2-day competition here on December 21 and 22.
Well, yeah, you kind of covered my question, the second question, which was the duels. Let's talk a little bit about, Kevin Jackson. He's going to be doing a clinic. He's Olympic gold medalist, 2-time world champ. He's also in the Hall of Fame. And he'll be holding a clinic, which we pushed out on the OKUSA Facebook page, and we'll post that again. And we emailed out to our group. So, but talk to us a little bit about Kevin Jackson coming down and putting on a camp. That's going to be pretty
we're
cool.
real excited about Kevin doing a clinic. We kind of felt that, we need to bring in a Hall of Famer here. We want him to have a Hall of Fame experience, the teams. So, and then we want to attract all the kids out there and all the teams that don't have anything to do and can come and watch this high-level tournament and this high-level competition, but provide them an opportunity to get a learning experience too by coming to the Hall of Fame. That's where we're going to host the clinic, and with Kevin Jackson. And Kevin, of course, will exhibit some wrestling techniques that he feels are successful for young upcoming wrestlers, and tell his story. His story is a great story in that he didn't have tremendous success in high school nor in college. Mm-hmm. But he did at the elite level. He stayed in there. He was persistent, and he became a world champion and Olympic champion, which is a rare feat in international competition in any country, let alone the United States. And so we're real excited about Kevin. He coaches at Michigan now, the University of Michigan. He's been a national freestyle coach for the United States, Olympic coach. I got to coach him while he was wrestling on our world and Olympic teams. So he's a great individual and a great wrestler, a great human being. So I know that those that are coming will get a lot out of this clinic, and hope you do come and stay for the competition that day. Come early enough to go to both sessions that day, or the afternoon session, and then right after the afternoon session, we'll have the clinic here at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and Zach, you were there last year. The teams, I mean, just like Coach Smith said, the teams are, I mean, top to bottom. You know, you guys just got back from the Ironman, and so you've seen some of the top teams, but a lot of those guys are going to be here. I mean, you're going to see some of the top teams in the country. And like Coach Smith said, second year, you almost have what you could consider a national dual. I mean, it's a championship in a sense. I mean, some good talent coming to Stillwater.
Well, I think Zach,
yeah, you know, like everything.
Yeah, Zach was at the Ironman last week and saw Wyoming Seminary dominate, but and they'll be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like everything that Coach Smith in the Hall of Fame does, this event is like first class event. It's an incredible event. It's an incredible venue. It's connected to the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's got everything that all us wrestling junkies love, you know, and they, you know, of course, Coach Smith does a great job. And so I love these kind of things. You know, if you get the chance to just even, you know, we feel blessed to be a part of it as a team, my middle son, but if you get the chance to just see this is wrestling at a high level with really high level people involved, and it's cool. You got to go check it out. And I mean, getting Kevin Jackson down, you know, we have great opportunities in Oklahoma, but getting, you know, another guy at this level just to go and get a clinic in, like you guys, yeah, take advantage of this stuff. It's so important, I think.
Yeah, I think if you're a young, especially the young kids coming up, they can see some of the best high school wrestling in the country. You're going to be right there at, you know, Stillwater, Gallagher Iba, and then the National Hall of Fame, and then you got Kevin Jackson, Olympic champion. You got it really from high school all the way up to the senior level from that point. And you know, we had some good opportunities when I was wrestling, but this is pretty amazing to have it in our own backyard.
Yeah, just for example, you know, we've got these couple of California teams, and combined Buchanan, they're the best teams in the state of California. Buchanan and Poway High School and Clovis High School. You know, they've all had state championship teams and great wrestlers on their team. We've got teams from Oklahoma, obviously Tuttle, who has 18 Oklahoma State high school championships. But you've got Edmond North, the highest ranking Oklahoma team, ranked third in the nation, Edmond North High School. And you've got Stillwater High School. You've got Bigsby, ranked 14th right now in the nation, Bigsby High School. And then we've included Blackwell as well. And so we want to give our Oklahoma teams an opportunity to grow and develop, and we've against the best, and compare themselves. Edmond North and Stillwater High School were in the finals last year, and who would have thought that would have turned out that way? But they rose to the challenge. But it's going to be a little more challenging this year. We keep bringing in better teams.
You raise the ante, Coach. You raise the ante.
So we keep bringing in better teams, but they're coming from Ohio. They're coming from California. They're coming from New Jersey. We've got 2 or 3 teams from New Jersey coming. A couple of teams from New Jersey. We've got Arlington, Martin High School out of Arlington, Texas is coming in, but Joliet Catholic out of Joliet, Illinois, Lake Highland Prep out of Orlando, Florida, Pomona out of Arvada, Colorado. They've got a good team. I'm anxious to see how they'll perform this year. They've gotten a little better, but so it's always very exciting to bring all these national teams in and from the nation. And Oklahoma has we do that in freestyle and Greco-Roman in Tulsa every year too. So, for such a small state, when you compare us in population to the rest of the country, it's pretty amazing that we've got this rich heritage and this rich tradition. So we're able to, we having the Hall of Fame here is an incredible opportunity. And for us, it's important for us to work with USA Oklahoma, USA Wrestling, all the major governing bodies in the sport that make up our sport in folk style, in the international styles of freestyle and Greco is so important. And so, but here we are in Oklahoma and doing our very best to try and bring the best, celebrate excellence. We love to bring, it's our opportunity to bring these youth in and inspire them. They all get a tour of the Hall of Fame. The teams will. They get a scheduled time and they get a guided tour. And thanks to our sponsors at Cliff Keen Athletics and our streaming service at Rockfin is going to stream the duels, and the Army is a sponsor, but in Territory Resources here in Stillwater Oil Company, we've got some great sponsors that are helping us bring this about.
Cool. Well, the last question I have, so what's the process if somebody just wants to come to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, they want a tour, do they need to schedule that tour, or is there a way to get in touch with you guys to do that?
We're open, Josh. We're open 6 days a week. We've got a website that has a lot of information, and join our social media as well. If you can't make it here physically, but it is a destination point for everyone in the country that's a wrestling fan. But certainly here in Oklahoma, make some time, schedule some at least an hour to come in, and if you're bringing kids, we'll give them a little guided tour with and we give them a little test too. So a scavenger hunt, and they'll have fun too. So it's a great place for any age.
That's great. Well, I appreciate you again coming on, Coach Smith, and Zach as well. Do you have any other questions, Zach?
No, I just, again, just feel so blessed to be a part of a state that has, guys like Coach Smith and his family involved in wrestling. And it's such a blessing for us. So, I definitely strongly encourage Oklahomans to support that National Hall of Fame. It's vital, and support wrestling. And just, again, I really appreciate you, Coach Smith, for all you do for wrestling. Really feel blessed to be a part of your family in the Oklahoma. So thank you.
Well, thank you. And thank you guys again for the work you do on behalf of USA Oklahoma, USA Wrestling in Oklahoma. And be sure and hopefully everybody can put the December 21 and 22 on your schedule before Christmas, and make one of the sessions. There'll be 2 sessions a day. On both days, with the finals on Friday afternoon at 2:00. So hope you can join us and take in the Hall of Fame while you're here.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.